we'll first start off with an introduction to Microsoft SharePoint, kind of get into the capabilities and functionality, how it kind of ties in and integrates with different Microsoft products, and then we'll discuss about how ProductPoint actually kind of fits into this framework, and also its capabilities and functionalities, and its abilities to be able to manage CAD data effectively, version control everything, being able to lock control while you're doing changes, and then also kind of a single point of access to all your data. And of course, since PTC provides the product, it's tight integration with ProEngineer, with the Wildfire products, and we'll go into a little bit of that, and then also utilizing the visualization of the CAD software as well, using Product View, which is a 3D CAD viewable. It's a lightweight viewable. It doesn't actually require any CAD product licenses or anything like that, and being able to mark up drawings and view things through Product View. And then finally, we'll nail on some benefits with utilizing ProductPoint, and that'll kind of conclude. We'll also go through kind of what the interface looks like, kind of expose you to what SharePoint and ProductPoint look like. So with that, kind of for those of you unfamiliar with SharePoint, SharePoint is it's basically a document management tool provided by Microsoft, which kind of allows you to manage your documents effectively. Kind of how everything ties together. If you take a look at the image, you can see how Windows SharePoint kind of sits at the bottom there, the foundation, and then to the right you have your Microsoft Exchange server and your Outlook kind of running in parallel with it, tightly integrated, and then your other Microsoft applications, your Office, your whether it's your Word, your Excels, also fit on top of that platform, and your project as well, your Microsoft project. So it kind of ties everything into one central location, so that way you can utilize everything effectively and work off that in kind of a collaboration environment. Kind of the infrastructure here, it's web-based, so it doesn't actually require any installation on the client side. It's access controlled, so you log in, and you can basically use that as security management for different documents, just utilizing a browser window. And for collaboration tools, it allows you the ability to set up different pages for announcements or discussion forums, any sort of blogs or wikis or other sort of collaboration tools you can utilize for specific documents or team activities that way. And then also setting up meetings and kind of being able to invite people to a location where they can view all the documents that are required. So it's also very, as I was saying before, tightly integrated with Outlook, so you can update your calendar information, your tasks, and it all syncs together as kind of a single utility there. And for low cost of ownership, it's a bundled Microsoft product, so you, as long as you have a license for Microsoft Server, either 2003 or 2008, you actually own the SharePoint services as well. So it doesn't require any other additional licenses or any other additional software that you need to purchase. So low cost of total ownership there being a huge benefit. So kind of how ProductPoint kind of fits into this. ProductPoint is a PTC product that they've worked together with Microsoft here to kind of integrate the CAD side of the data management here along with the document collaboration. So the one thing that Microsoft doesn't utilize is being able to integrate the CAD documents. So that's kind of where PTC fits in here with the ProductPoint, being able to utilize that, and you see how it kind of fits into the SharePoint services here. It just also sits on top of that platform and kind of allows you to utilize the same functions in SharePoint and the sort of collaboration techniques and manage your CAD data effectively. So again, this is also a browser-based feature. It's the same, very, very similar to the way that SharePoint is actually viewed. Again, access controlled, so you can manage your files in a version-controlled environment. So any updates you have automatically reflects onto onto your data, so that you can utilize all of that and be able to manage your data effectively, rather than having to hand around USB drive or shared drive or anything to that extent. So again, with the product view services, being able to navigate and actually view your CAD software through what they call a 3D. It's a thumbnail viewable, and then actually being able to open that up inside of Product View and access it that way is huge in terms of people who don't necessarily in the CAD environment. They're not necessarily utilizing the CAD that much, but they still need to see the software, or they still need to see the product, so the end item. This will allow them access to it without actually utilizing a Pro Engineer license, for example. So, and the web parts for SharePoint calls them web parts. It's basically the ability and the features in the browser, kind of go over that, being able to move things around, customize it for user preferences. Really simple, very easy to use. And then also ProductPoint's tight integration with other Windchill systems as well. So you can move data in between Windchill, PDM Link, and then Project Link as well, and being able to cross the functionality there with ProductPoint. So for the integration with Pro Engineer, goes through, ProductPoint actually supports Pro Engineer Wildfire 4, Maintenance Release 60, up through the current releases, and just kind of showing you what if you were to open up Pro Engineer and search for a file, you can see in the upper right-hand corner, you can navigate using wildcard characters, being able to search that way, or a standard folder search, which a lot of people are typically used to, being able to navigate and search through for specific parts. Now, one of the nice features here is being able to see, for example, there's locking mechanisms, so you can see whether or not you yourself have checked out a part and are working on something which nobody else can have access to while you are currently working on it. This will allow you stepping on somebody else's toes, so either undoing something that somebody else is doing, or either redundancies, trying to do the same thing twice. So the gray lock will allow you to see what other people are working on here, and you can actually access the other people directly. It allows you to either email them, instant message them, even call them right away. So if you need a specific item real quick to work on, or you want to stop somebody from making a change to something that you haven't necessarily kind of agreed on what the proper steps are to move forward, you can do that right through Pro Engineer. So you can kind of see that here again, being able to open up an assembly here, and you get the notice automatically. Here we have Brad who's just checked out an item, and the notifications are automatically displayed inside your Wildfire program. So you don't ever actually have to leave Wildfire to get these alerts. And then again, you can go right into either sending him a message in case you wanted to catch him before making any changes, and then being able to utilize that collaboration technique right there, instantaneous, right in front of you. So one of the real nice features of being able to utilize ProductPoint inside of Wildfire. So, and a lot of the collaboration here, Wildfire also has the embedded browser inside of it, so that way you can actually go to the website, and then here you can see by actually editing some of the wiki notes and actions, you can go right into it. If there's any other postings on there which you either want to update or you'd like to view to see what other people have commented on certain documents, certain CAD files, you can kind of go in there and see any other important information that you could deem necessary. Quickly view, update anything that's involved there. So just another real nice feature of being able to utilize the two together in a tightly integrated environment here. So with that, we'll kind of go into SharePoint, kind of how SharePoint looks. This is a standard SharePoint site, just kind of set up here for demo purposes here. You have your announcements and calendars and any logos and links that you can provide here. And this is what Microsoft refers to as web parts. So you can actually edit the page very, very efficiently, just being able to do that and move things around. So if you don't want the logo there and you want to move your calendar over here instead, kind of all based on personal preferences, whatever you kind of feel the need, you'd rather see. So it's just real nice to be able to